Hello. In this review, we will be covering Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey. What did you think of the film, Tom?
Well, this movie is a must-see for any science fiction fan or just anybody in general looking to see a good movie. What did you think, Taylor?
I fully agree with you, Thomas. Can you tell us a little bit more about what it's about?
Well, the film begins when a strange black monolith appears in the dawn of man, and the film follows the monolith as it assists evolution throughout time and going into the space age.
Yes, and a combination of long and dynamic characters brings out the underlying themes of science fiction. These themes of humanity and space make the movie more than just any science fiction film.
I think will boggle your mind and make you think increasingly more throughout the time of the movie, making this a movie that will leave you on the edge of your seat and leave you with your mind blown by the end.
To begin with, we will examine the characters, the most memorable of which were probably Hal 9000 and Dave. Why don't you tell us about these characters, Tom?
I'm sorry, Dave.
Well, that's not my name, Hal.
That was a little bit creepy.
Well, HAL 9000 is an artificial intelligence that assists Dave on his travels through space looking for the strange black monolith. These characters are very dynamic and become inseparable through the time of the movie while they play chess.
This is until Hal takes advantage of Dave's humanity and tries to kill him.
Do you read me? Hello, Hal, do you read me? Do you read me, Hal?
Affirmative, Dave. I read you.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
This betrayal is probably the most memorable scene in science fiction history.
He told me you killed him. No. I am your father.
Well, except for maybe that science fiction scene, I guess. But still, this scene really fleshes out Dave's humanity and Hal's inhumanity, making us question what it really means to be human.
Kubrick distinctly uses technology and science fiction through artificial intelligence to really characterize Dave by his humanity more than anything else.
This question of what it means to be human will leave you thinking for days after the credits. This theme of humanity carries on also into the cinematics of the film. Could you expand on that for us, Taylor?
Of course, Tom. Let us begin with those long, boring pauses. Three whole hours later. What do you think about that, Tom?
Well, I could not agree with you more, Taylor. That was really something. I know when I first saw the movie, I found myself zoning in and out almost. And there were even a couple of times when I almost fell asleep, that's for sure.
Yes, I am with you there. I took a few snoozes myself. Now, let's see an example. Wow, I feel like Kubrick really wants you to wait. It's almost like he wants you to feel the time slowly passing, allowing a moment for you to take in the images, the music, or the plot.
Do you think that he did this with the underlying intention of showing how the human species has progressed over time in the same manner? Through allowing the scenes just like come and go in a sense?
Whoa, now there, Tommy boy. Let's not get too deep with it. Although I do think that you're right. Anywho, I think that viewers of 2001 will come to love the way this movie looks. I don't know about you, but I was pretty spooked by the stale red eye of Hal's. There were times in this film where I felt like I could feel his expressions.
Well, I felt the same way. Oh man, that scene where Hal's getting shut down with that eerie red setting.
Yes. I'd like to hear it, Hal. Sing it for me.
It's called Daisy. 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 Give me your answer, do. I'm half crazy. All for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage. But you look sweet.
Daisy, Daisy, give me an answer, do. Wow, I had nightmares for weeks after that one.
It happens to the best of us, Tom. This only comes to show just how mystifying and diverse this movie really is. If I didn't have to be a productive member of society, I would watch this movie many more times to take in the cinematography, character builds, and the ease it provides for my strange human existence.
Yes, and I think that any viewer will be able to relate or at least appreciate the amount of attention Kubrick put into creating a futuristic look on space. I mean, space in reference to the outside atmosphere, or even just the emphasis on silence. Wow, this man was really a creative genius, if you ask me.
Amen to that. And on that note, 2001: A Space Odyssey is a transforming experience through film that everyone should see. I'm Taylor Willis.
And I'm Thomas Brenizer. We bid you good night and safe travels, Earthlings.